Good evening, everyone. So today is Sunday, so we're going to be doing our one take Sunday today, and we're going to go around the room and we're going to talk about what we learned about in church today. And we will start with, Daddy didn't want to start first, we're going to start with Shane. Shane, what did you learn about in church today? Well, there you have it. That's what he learned. All right, Daddy.
In Elders Corn, so my last class, we learned about Joseph Smith, who was the prophet and the founder of our church. And some people think that we worship Joseph Smith in our church, which isn't true. We don't worship him, but we hold him in high regard as being the one who had the courage to seek out the truth and prayed and asked God for wisdom, as it says in James chapter 1 verse 5. And I don't think the camera is pointed at him. But he prayed and asked God which church was true, and received the answer that he needed to create our church. But we learned about Joseph Smith and just how he was in an important role in creating our church, and how much he has done for us and to us. And I shared a story of how when I was preparing to serve a 2-year mission for our church, I was trying to gain a better testimony of Joseph Smith as a prophet. And part of my answer was that I got called to serve my mission in the area that Joseph Smith lived, and started our church. So I shared that story in class.
Okay, Ira, what did you learn about in church today?
Adam and Eve.
Can you come get him, Chris?
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve? What about Adam and Eve? Okay.
And we play something.
What'd you play?
With blocks.
Oh, what songs did you sing in?
They played with blocks.
You played with blocks? What songs did you sing in primary today?
A long time ago when we played, but not the whole.
Whoa, that Adam and Eve, oh, turn around. It says Adam and Eve were created in God's image. Were you created in God's image? Yeah. And what's that?
Hand.
Your hand? Okay.
And then it says Ira on it.
It does say Ira on it. Okay.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn, Cole.
I want to go first.
Oh, this is Rose, you guys. So, Rose, what did you learn about while we were in church today?
How last week I didn't come to church, so I'm going to tell you while they were at church.
Okay.
I sweeped it.
You fell asleep. Lucky duck. Okay, Cole, what did you learn about?
I'm not a duck. I'm a kid.
Got it. Okay, Cole, what did you learn about? First, show the world your tongue. When he went to the dentist and his mouth was all numb, he bit his tongue, and so now he has this huge canker sore on it. Okay, now what did you learn about?
I learned about to keep promises.
Okay, what does it mean to keep a promise? What's a promise?
You will keep your promise.
Well, what is a promise?
Hold your papers behind you.
You give a promise to your mom and dad
Here, turn around so we can see your face.
and you keep it.
Turn around. Turn around so we can see you. Turn.
And
So would a promise be like when you say that you won't throw your toys anymore? Is that a promise? Should you keep that? And what does it mean to keep that as a promise?
hey, guess what? There's another way to do a promise.
What does it mean to keep that as a promise?
So, one, if you pick up the garbage, it was really windy and it dumped out all the garbage, and if your mom or dad or brother or sister said if you pick up the garbage, this one was dad, so the dad said if you pick up all the garbage, then you can go to the circus.
That's cool.
No, when I do like
What?
no, when I go back, I have time to, and said, how did I go to the promise? How did I go to church? And he said, how I go to church? And promise. And then Dad said, and pick all the garbage up, I gotta go to church.
Wow. Do you have anything else to say, Cole?
So,
Look at the camera.
well, I was singing some songs for Rose, and then I decided to turn on some baby tiny time because when she was a baby, she was the baby time. But now I told her when I wake her up, I told her that now she is on baby tiny time with Elvis and Leah.
Oh. Hey, Cole, what's the 6th article of faith?
We
Sing. We believe in an organization that exists today.
Oh, now I remember. We
In the
same
we believe in the same.
organization, church. Name we apart, the teachers, the teachers, and with and so forth.
Good job.
I'm doing it now.
What are you gonna do?
We believe that and heaven stars.
By prophecy.
I know how.
Okay.
Prophecy. We on the pens.
By
I know how to do it. We on the pens.
by those.
I know how to do it. Bible. We have the word for the monkey stuff behind it. Fall off a bunker and
How did we get from articles of faith to monkeys jumping on beds? You guys are silly.
fall off a bunker head. My time talking darkness says, no, the monkey stuff behind it.
Yep. Hey, Shane. Can you say uh-oh? Say uh-oh. Shane. Shane. Say uh-oh. 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 Good job. Okay, so it's my turn. So, like Chris said last week, we have 3 hours of church. First, there's sacrament meeting, which I was busy dealing with Shane. Then we have Sunday school, which Chris took Shane for Sunday school so I could actually pay attention. And we talked about being like a child and what a child is like at the beginning of class. And sometimes when you think of kids, you think they could be annoying. They can throw temper tantrums all the time. They can try and stick their tongue in front of the camera when they're not supposed to. Sometimes they're disobedient. You think all these things. Cole, stop, please. But what we should be thinking about, Cole.
I didn't mean to.
No. But what we should be thinking that they are is they can be meek and they can be humble and they can be patient sometimes. I mean, my kids count that out. They're not patient at all. They love unconditionally. They're teachable. They're all these different things, and those are what we should strive to be like with kids. And sometimes some people said, you know, a kid, you could do something to them, like at maybe Shane's age or something, and they'll cry and throw a fit about it, and 2 minutes later they'll be happy and they'll forgive you and they'll move on. So they forgive easily. And just all these wonderful qualities of kids. And it made me try to think of my kids and how when they're not like on my nerves, and how Christ-like they really are, and how much they can teach me, and how much they're willing to learn about the gospel. In Relief Society, I think, because again, I was busy with Shane. I was actually in the mother's lounge feeding him for a little over half of the time. I got in like at the tail end, and I think they were talking.
Didn't let me go.
No, and they were talking about faith in Christ and everything, and so that's what they were talking about.
Let me
I'm not done. I'm not done yet. But then we had choir today, and we practiced, and we are performing next week, and we're doing "This Is the Christ," and they were sounding amazing. Not gonna lie, and I told them this. When we first started practicing that song, we spent like an hour. We only got through like 2 pages, and there's only 4 measures on a page. So we would only really get through like 8 measures in one day. And so we did that our first day, and then I was like, well, I don't know if we really want to do this song because this song might be a little too hard. Cole, go sit by Daddy, please. Go sit by Daddy. And so today they were sounding amazing, and then at the end I was like, you know, I really just kind of want to end it because we're performing next week, so we're not going to have choir practice after church next week. We're going to actually do it before church so that we can practice it in the culture hall because we meet at my home, and or in the chapel. I decided to kind of hold a testimony meeting at the end, and I invited anyone to come up and to bear their testimony on Christ so that we would know each other's testimonies, because that's really what these songs are. It's somebody's testimony. It's what somebody believes in, and it's a prayer. And so I wanted people to know each other's testimony, so when we go and we sing that song next week, we can share each other's testimonies with everyone. And so I did that, and it brought the Spirit so strong, and I was so thankful for that. And so we were able to end it on a good note. So we're going to say goodnight. That's what we all learned today.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, one more thing.
So, guess what? On this day, when Mom was feeding Zane his milk, he bites all the time once he has 2 teeth.
He bites me, and then we are done feeding him. Do you have something to say?
Bye.
Goodbye.
And goodbye.
Say bye.
See you guys tomorrow. Bye.